that's a banger. That is a banger of a song. Oh, what am I doing? So let's see. So last time we were here, so what happened? We were invited to learn about, to study a person who supposedly is immortal in a sense. And that's kind of, I'm playing as a bachelor, and that's kind of his study. I forgot what's it called, thanatology. So like I guess the study of avoiding death. So that's what my guy Daniil I think his name is focused on. So he comes there and that guy Simon is dead. He got murdered. And then we kind of talked to a couple of people and who do we go to? We went so the last person that Simon talked to was a local doctor who was our friend and he invited us over. And then we come to him and he's also dead. So now we need to take a look at the scene of the crime, but in order to do that we need to talk to like a local authority figures, which I freaking oh, it's right here. Yeah, the Rod. The Saburovs have been living here since the town was founded. Once a mighty and powerful clan, it has two persons now, a governor devoid of any real authority, and a dying wife. Ooh. I really want to go and take a look at this fire. What the hell is this fire? What's going on here? Are they burning a person? What is happening? What the hell is going on? Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, what have you done? How is it? That was no Shabnak. That was a girl, a living girl. Hope you'll find. Oh shit, why are you so angry? But in the fire she's not to burn, for she's made of clay. Wrong, all wrong. Harden she must and fall apart. Wow. Smells like burning flesh, huh? A mistake then. Gotta keep looking. Come on, fellas, let's find the bitch. Haven't combed by backbone yet. What the hell is happening? What happened? I'll take it. She was just here and then she disappeared. What the hell? What was that all about? Interesting. Any any stores? It seems like the more I walk, the more money I obtain, so it's just I'm just gonna buy everything if I can find it, obviously. Have I been here? I don't remember. My kind of understanding of what's this? Kerosene. I'll buy it. Seems like an important thing. Uh, so yeah, that's the building, right? Ooh, that's like a pharmacy. What are you? What is this? I'll buy you. I can't have any more. Well, look at that. I ran out of money. Well, I am getting more money each day, so I don't really care. Sorry, I need to do something real quick on the computer, and cool. Alright, let's get back. This is a large door. Hello there. I feel like I've seen you in one of the cutscenes. Okay, so I finally get to see you. Yes, you really do like a messenger of sorrowful times. In any case, welcome to the Rod. Our meeting is quite significant in a way. Facing the changes with open eyes, taking their first blow is my duty. Facing the changes with open eyes and taking their first blow. Okay. Do you think we're on the verge of a especially unhappy era? No grim events have clouded our no grim events have clouded our existence since last summer. The country has cured its war wounds. Commercial communications have been repaired. Astrologists expect nothing ill. Do you hold astrologists' opinion in high regard? Really? Okay. Are you an astrologist? Who do I have pleasure speaking with? As, however, I do not think it's to gain any profit from that. I don't fucking know who said that. Gee. So you've come to meet with Simon, haven't you? What can I do for you? Now. I was invited by Isidore, so I came to meet him first, but now it turns out that he's been murdered. Yes, looks like the murderer is always one step ahead of you, doesn't it? The same one that took Simon's life too. At least that's the conclusion suggested by the information at my disposal. Same pattern, same signature. Who did it? You wouldn't believe it. His own son. The fellow came back after being away for quite a while. His father had sent him to study surgery when he was but a greenhorn. What is this language? Jesus. Quite a lot he has learned, huh? A wonderful scholar turned evil to the bone. All of that just to grab the inheritance. How did you figure that out? In all honesty, it's hard to explain that to an outsider like you. Do you believe in such thing as clairvoyance? Fuck. Of course I do. Well, you should get to know my wife then. Or better yet, those who... What the fuck is a clairvoyance? Some of these words are... clairvoyance. Sixth sense. Okay. Those who already had opportunities to witness the power of her prophecies. Former doubters, first and foremost, rationalists. She got something to say to you too, by the way. Not specifically, no, but it all adds up. And the circumstances of Simon's death make you wonder too. Isidore's son arrived here last night. The timing speaks against him. It even matches the time it takes to get from Crucible to Isidore's house. That's not enough. I have to take into my... Is there anyone who can help me apart from your wife? There are very few good analysts in our town. Well, that's convenient, isn't it? We're all clairvoyances, but no analysts. That's convenient as hell. Everyone is more or less superstitious here, except for one. Yulia Luricheva. Luricheva. Luricheva? Luricheva? Oh, where the hell is Yulia? Luricheva. Damn, this is like reading like Dostoevsky with all like the different names that you have to remember. Alexander Saburov. Um, a most level-headed and reasonable person. The only person to remain skeptical about Katerina's talents too. Without a shadow of doubt, she has her own picture of events. She always does. Uh, what is this, Yulia? She came here with an engineering team when the town was being rebuilt. Did logistics or maybe communications, not sure. They said she's a true expert in her field. Smart, yes, a polymath. Then, when the team left, she stayed. She has my respect, but not my fondness. I'll speak to this Yulia. Fuck, there's so many things happening. Um, Intelligent Yulia lives here. She may be my only ally in an attempt to put the fairy tales of this backwards place to test of algebra and physics. I'm actually all in on the like the supernatural and shit. Those are volunteer patrolmen. We usually keep around 20 of them, but I've increased the number recently to 100 and a half. Really? Why do you need so many? There's unrest in Termitary. Termitary. If I weren't certain that Isidorus had been murdered by his son, I wouldn't even consider the crime to be politically motivated. If I weren't certain, so you are certain that Isidore, I would even consider to be politically motivated. Okay, I see it as. Isidore was preparing to take over the kin and become its leader, at least according to the information I have. What is the kin? The steep, people who work in the abattoir, many of the factory workmen, an ignorant patriarchal pile that hasn't changed much since the Stone Age. They look human enough, but if you look closer, they're just beasts. Believe me when I'm telling you that I'm not snobbish in the slightest, but there's a good reason to call them that. I will just agree with them. Goodness, Isidore was educated modern man compared to them. They revered him too. He got to know modern knowledge, but never left his people. A complicated maybe. Yes. I don't think you're aware of the fact that Isidore came to me last night just after he had returned and warned me that there were some ominous events ahead of us. I took that as an official warning about his upcoming takeover. Evidently, I've mobilized the patrols. I see what you're implying, Bachelor, but I am not insane. Engineering Isidore's murder, as a matter of fact, a strong independent kin under Isidore's rule would have been way more useful to me. As a matter of fact, because that would weaken the power of Honorable Vladislav Olgimsky. God damn it. So Vladislav Olgimsky. So she's logical. Sabarov doesn't like him. who's pocketed the economy of the whole town. He'd rather see the kin as dumb and speechless herd. And come to think of it, well, I'm sure you understand where I'm going with this. This is precisely... Oh fuck. Did I...
This perspex is trying to prove his innocence. It's a no-go. They say.
Okay. Alright, well, we got Yulia out of him. And we have to talk to his wife. And now we know what the kin are. Where's your wife? Where is your wife? Where is Katarina? Is that her name? Katarina, where you at? Is there like another door that I have to go to? Alright. Let's see if there's like another building or like a door. Yes, there is. Hello. Hello
The
there.
wheel of my fortune has touched me in a dream.
Alright.
It's true. The girl has proven that she's a saint, not a killer.
Alright. Damn, this is like a lot of information. So Katerina Sibarova. The only proper way for a duel to end is with the death of one of the fighters. True. That's what battles are supposed to be. Any conflict that has two sides inevitably turns into a battle of good and evil. It's a zero-sum game. What do you want? A brutal philosophy. I'm not speaking metaphorically or metaphysically. I'm talking about a very particular battle. You are one of the combatants, Bachelor Dunkovsky. Do you favor good or evil? I favor winning. Spoken like a true warrior. I truly wish you victory, Bachelor, even though I doubt there can be a victory at all in this battle.
It is as if my temples were pierced with needles. Do something.
You overestimate me. This fight is very unlikely to end in your favor. Does a clay and bone man-eater leave traces of... Wait, clay and bone man-eater. I've heard that somewhere. Fuck. Where did I hear that? Man-eater leaves traces of the kind you witnessed. It's only a spell, an illusion. They just prefer to see it this way. It makes it easier for them. God, what man-eater? I'm sorry to break it to you, but you will have to fight to the death. Even if it were a metaphor, the ending is still ambiguous. If you don't find out what happened before nightfall, you will die. I'll take that into account. This should not be your primary concern at the moment. You should concern yourself with the number of minutes you have left, and that number is dwindling. I don't throw predictions around. Others will tell you how often they come true. Time will tell. Wait, that's the song.
Simon, to tame his impertinence, Earth had disgorged a monster from deep within its bowels.
Jesus Christ! What is this, a language? Do you also think was unnatural? No, not at all. How could someone who had absorbed all our blood not die? Oh my goodness, why can't anybody give me a straight up fucking answer? A single man cannot handle that. There are limits to a living being's vitality, and there are limits to world's patience. So his death was inevitable? Is that what you're saying? Wait, what do you mean by limits to the living being vitality? Simon transformed our town into a single whole, a living being. He was the heart, and we were the blood running through the town's veins. That makes sense. We radiated his light, and that's why we used to shine so brightly. The bound are actually bound to Simon. Who is to blame for his death? Even if someone did have something to do with it, is that person worth blaming? Most likely they didn't even realize they were killing someone. Yes, that is how it was. Now I see very clearly.
My eyes.
Why don't you take painkillers?
I'm afraid.
Okay. She was less than useless, or maybe I've answered her questions incorrectly. I mean, at this point, I only have Yulia, and then technically I should be able to get to the Eva, but when I was there, she didn't want to talk to me. Why doesn't she want to talk to me? Doesn't she like me? I thought we were friends. Alright. Alright, let's go to Yulia. Let's hope that Yulia will have some, I don't know, insight into whatever it is she's doing. 11. What time does this end? Why are you so weird? Oh, how ferocious Mother Nature is, for 'tis her wrath that has to be withstood. Oh, friend, if I only could wet my whistle, I'd gladly give you anything on earth in exchange for a gulp of chilly spring water. Is that water? You don't have anything. Liar. What is this building? Hello there. Possibly a child. What are you so happy about, girl? We almost caught the unseen cat. Wanna see her? Where did you find such a cat? It's the famous pale cat. Her eyes are like translucent emeralds. Her fur is gray and her body is completely transparent. The light passes right through her. It's very pretty, But most importantly, she's invisible in the dark and rodents can't hear her. That's how light her step is. She belongs to the pale obtuse. It's no use. I know you won't believe me anyway. Just come over and see the cat for yourself. When it gets dark, it's by the 12 warehouse. Wait, what? 12 warehouse for cat when it's dark. Where the fuck is the 12 warehouse? Hell froze over. Where the fuck is the 12? 12 warehouse. Okay. Maybe you can tell me where the 12 warehouse is? My heart is crying for poor children. Everything will be fine. What you got for me? Hey no, the hindquarters is a merry district. It's an earth above the factories on the bank of the gullet. That's where the ominous willows are, a house of ill repute and a pub called Factus East. The twins tend to spend their time there at the latter, so staying there is dangerous for both your life and sanity. Oh, the malicious wench lives there, named Anna Angel. A proud potato if you ever seen one. She used to be a famous singer, and now she's dealing in spells and hexes. We'd smash her windows with stones if not for respect we used to have for the previous owners. A girl named Willow Mellow used to live there, and then she died. That's how it goes. No one would have thought about it twice, had she not died right after offering shelter to poor Anna Angel. Huh. Gray says that Willow was buried in a closed coffin, and that coffin was suspiciously light. Spooky, isn't it? Yeah, I so pranked you. Now excuse me. I'm in an awful hurry. Will type. God damn it. I can't trust anybody. What's this? Do you not want my... Alright, well, fine. Fine. I don't want your stupid things also. Is exhaustion cured by sleep?
This girl is a changeling. She's not the murderer.
I seem to have lost any capacity for observation. My mind is out of tune. Things no longer add up. Before, I had no trouble forming a trustworthy tessellation out of the most imperceptible contingencies. Now I simply cannot get my hand around it. Could it be that I'm dying? So she talks normally, but she's like Sheldon Cooper kind of talking normally. uh, it happens. I probably haven't slept well. Oh no, Herba Tiverinae is in blossom, I grant you, but then it blooms every year. Every year the steppe is filled with its stupefying vapors. The issue I am having, however, has nothing to do with the fatigue or perplexity. It is just that I've lost my ability to make distinctive events coincide. You don't seem to understand what I'm saying. Let me elucidate. A single word someone utters may precipitate the birth of their own murderer. What the fuck are you saying? A single word someone mutters. I'm sorry, I'm I'm just looking into something. Alright. A single word someone utters may precipitate the birth of their own murderer. So like a butterfly effect, I guess. This line of philosophizing is barely an intellectual novelty, and it is particularly relevant in our neck of the woods. I sometimes feel like I could touch the notions of cause and effect with the tips of my finger. But now I'm being tedious, I reckon.
I'm afraid I'm of little use now.
So you have traveled all the way here only to find that both people you wanted to see were brutally murdered. Is this how the story goes? I do hope that your visit is not in any way related to these most unfortunate circumstances. I will put this down for now. Kind of. I'm kind of paying half attention to this for now. Uh, I have to find whoever it is that killed Isidore and Simon, and I wanted to ask for your help. Sabarev told me you have a gift for all manner of investigative inquiry. Do you like Eva Yan? I am certainly no better investigator than you. I never had a chance to search for murderers before. The best I can offer is to fill in the blanks with whatever mysterious supernatural entities seem most fitting. Shabnak Adir is the simple man's scarecrow. I would have followed a different narrative. Shabnak Adir. What the f... Oh my goodness. Oh, alright. Who is Shabnak Adir? Who are you, Shabnak Adir? What kind of narrative? Consider the circumstances. They said Simon had locked himself up in the evening and consequently died in the morning inside the mansion, in the chamber with some peculiar name. Shabnakadir, you mean? The steep demonology describes it as a kind of golem, belched up by the earth to punish all manner of delinquency. It is shaped as a young woman, but made of clay. I keep hearing made of clay. And exhumed bone matter. An unnerving concept, is it not? Well, they still exist in the remote corners of our country, but I couldn't imagine they would be so active. I knew you would be exasperated by this discussion. Sacrifices, bovine tails, handfuls of milk teeth is a glass breaker. You may forgive this to children and steep people, yet having the same notions reiterated by someone surrounded by books on natural history, this might be vexing. How would you explain this? The answer is bound to irritate you even more. The tales are true. So you believe it? I do hyperbolize a little. It is beyond debate that Shabnak Adir exists. What is dubious, though, is that bovine tails and milk teeth offer genuine protection from her. I have no idea if this is important or not. We're talking about trash. Bovine tails and milk teeth. So I have to beat up some children and get their teeth out. Offer genuine protection from her, which is to say sympathetic contrivances like this may be of use to children and people from steep, but are explicitly inefficacious for someone like you and me. We are too literate, too deprived of scripture codified in an ancient soil. So, am I supposed to write off bad harvest as a sign that steep spirits are angry now? You are a mystic. Sabarov is mocking me. We have no choice but acknowledge the rules enforced by the steep. We try to ignore these rules, to place ourselves into the framework of advanced modernity, but to no avail. You can call these demons what you want. You may refer to the hair eater as time, if you will, if this will make you happier. I'm comfortable with the more juvenile vernacular. It is what I am used to. You are repeating something that Isidore... Did he actually say this? When did he say this? In like the notes? Alright, let me suggest then that while he was in the steep, he saw or learned something that he wanted to report to all three ruling families. In this case, either the Olgimsky family should have been on his itinerary, especially since Burach was one of their own men. Olgimsky. Yes. Vladislav. Definitely, the Bull project from the abattoir to the railway is controlled. Bull project. Project. I keep hearing this. Abattoir. If Isidore's discovery had anything at all to do with the kin, Isidore would have certainly related to Vlad. So do make sure to pay visit to the Lump. That's the name of the Olgimsky mansion. Another fitting name, wouldn't you agree? Fuck, I have no idea what I would do without you. So that's the railway station. Abba. Who is Lara? Factory. I need like a warehouse. Oh, that's the abattoir. So this is the Bull Project? Stamatin. Andre and Peter Stamatin. So that's Peter Stamatin. Oh, fuck.
I keep forgetting the most basic things
So
in
you
this
have
place.
traveled to find... Okay,
This
alright.
book is a change
Do you
agent.
like Eva Yan? Very much. It wouldn't be much of a stretch to say I absolutely admire her. Same here.
Yes.
Not quite, but I hope. So I have heard a wisecrack I know says that while you're trying to complete the portrait of the killer is busy painting yours. Hilarious, is it not? The hunter becomes the hunted. However, to put it bluntly, you have become the keynote of this particular plot. The intrigue is so rich, it will keep you busy for a week, if not longer than that. What would you do if you were me? I wouldn't trust what our feudals tell you. The perpetual triangle of influence means that every party concerned will do their best to use your authority to their own benefit. I'm not that conceited. Perhaps people of lower standing would not try to use me. It is more likely that people of such standing will be much too scared to cooperate. Given your position, you may want to try your luck with the shadow cabinet of local nobility, the women of influence. They know much more than the simple town folk, yet they care much less than the families in power. Who are these lady aristocrats? such way of saying it will be of relevance strictly within the specific context of values and perception characteristics of the back whole like ours. The catch is that aristocracy is not defined by birthright here. Rather, the status is granted by the degree of enigmatic fascination that woman possessed of questionable background, audacity of demeanor, the whole assortment. Lara, Eva, Maria. Oh my goodness. So, okay, so what? So, I can trust. So, trust Maria, maybe. I can trust Eva. And I can trust Lara, whoever it is. I wouldn't listen to Katerina. And Katerina, don't trust. And that comes from Yulia. Um, Her morphine habit has turned her into a walking corpse. The others, however, are liable to deceive. God damn it. You don't like being lied to, do you?
I'm afraid it's natural. Simon was doomed.
Do you have any relevant experience? Do you know how a murderer may be found? Incidentally, it is more than possible that the killer is hiding in the house of Anna Angel. I keep hearing Anna Angel might have murdered previous owner, might be hiding the murderer. I misspelled murderer like crazy. A thespian of sorts. Yeah, she used to be an actress. Now here's another woman worthy of attention. In fact, I heard some ghastly man covered in blood was seen entering her house today. I struggle to imagine a person whose name is less reflective of her inner self. She lives in a mansion that once belonged to a family of exile whose political views led them too far out of town like ours. Because of some ill-conceived sense of camaraderie, they were happy to give shelter to a runaway actress. As soon as she told them she was persecuted by powers that be, a few years later they died, suspiciously if you ask me, leaving Willow their daughter in the care of their companion. Willow died soon after. Mysteriously? They all died of natural causes, allegedly, even though Willow was buried in a tightly closed coffin. The body was examined by Isidore Barak, however, and he is not the man who would cover up a crime. Anyway, you would do good to take a look at the house yourself. The mansion is known as the Willows Inn. Stand by. Like you need like a huge notepad for all of this.
What?
Could you tell me about Lara? Speak. You will know Lara well enough as soon as you meet her. With her is complicated. Why is that? They say that Lara is an angel, an epitome of benevolence and compassion. She sees everyone as a friend. She is too eager to help, too happy to oblige. After her father died, she turned the Ravel mansion into the most hospitable and heartwarming place in town. Long story short, Lara is believed to be kindest woman for us all. However, that's not true. She's a woman devastated by grief. All the gifts she's so happy to give away are fundamentally offerings to a dead person. She favors the living with something dead have no use for. She favors the living with something. Who is the addressee? Could it be her late father? This is merely speculation, though. Something I was able to conjecture from what observations made. Her philanthropy is almost reprehensible. She pities everyone she comes across, for she knows they will all die just like her dearly departed. She sees a corpse in everyone she looks upon. Can't say I appreciate it, but that being said, she will certainly be of great help to you in your inquiry. Lara. Where the fuck did Lara? Lara. So this is Lara. Olski. And okay. You
This
are
girl is a changeling. She's not the murderer.
not quite. I hope that getting to know me will not become a problem to you.
It's so lonely here.
Okay. Wow. She gave us so much information, yet it's like every single person is just not giving me any information.
Seems to be here.
Um, we can go speak to Lara, right? We got time. Hey, child, you want my needles? I'll take that. It's fairly cheap. 37. I can probably buy something once. Who are you? Hey, people are puppets. Then you are Lara.
Is it a month ago?
Lara Ravel. Cool. Give me a sec. Oh, well, I need to do some. Alright. You are the person that came to Maria Kaina in a dream. I recognize you straight away. My name is Lara Ravel, and this is the shelter. Let's be friends now. I prefer being friends with everyone. But you see me as a corpse, don't you? And I don't need to keep you alive. I am mistress of this house after all. That doesn't mean I am a mistress, mind you, not with a capital M. Whatever that means. Oh, I won't ever become one, but I can also serve people with with the best of my ability. Who are the mistresses of the town? We call them dream mistresses. Kaina, Subarova, Olgimskaya. Okay. Now, after Victoria's and Nina's departure, it's their daughters who are trying to see the future. They're far less impressive than their mothers for now, of course. Maria, probably the best. Maria, alright, so Maria kinda. Okay, so I can probably trust Maria slightly more than the rest. It's good to see children continuing. Why are you frowning? I'm just in a melancholic mood. We're way too used to playing the game of tragic predictions. I'm trying to arrange everything back to order.
No. A town like this can't give birth to a killer.
Your eyes are so shifty. It's incredible. I know you're a doctor, a wonderful one at that. Celebrity medic. Everyone in our small town knew that a famous doctor was coming here. I'm very glad you really have, because I want to do certain good thing. Can I ask you for a favor? A few years ago, child death rate went through the roof here. 6 people died in a week. 10 or so came down with serious illnesses. It made us worried, but unfortunately we couldn't find the cause straight away back then. In the end, it turned out that children were dying because of the game. They were playing, what did they call it? Well, it's some kind of a medical game. They were stealing medicine from the adults and making some diabolical mixture out of it. Then they healed each other with it. Back when the game just faded into obscurity, but now I've heard they were contemplating doing it again. Someone has already been poisoned. I tried to ask the kids, but they don't trust us. They think we want to put an end to this dangerous game because we are mean and stupid adults that simply don't get it. So your arrival comes in very handy. Much simpler. There's a house somewhere in town, either abandoned or just unoccupied. That's where they play hospital. That's where they store their horrible mixtures. Please use your standing and your celebrity name to put an end to this game. Capella Olginsky daughter believes the house will be unlocked today. Capella mentioned it's next to one of the ruins. did see Stone Stairway to Heaven. Okay. So, I don't even know where to write this down at this point. So, Stairway to Heaven. Eva Jan's window unlocked. In exceptional cases or emergencies, yes we do. But generally houses are supposed to be locked up because they're occupied by several families. People aren't that scared of losing their own belongings, but they care about their neighbors. And now that everyone's so afraid of the man-eater, of course everything's locked. Okay.
My heartbeat is uneven. I am sick at heart.
I have a bad feeling. Uh, I mean, I can give this a try. Let me save. Let me save. And I think I can give this a try. So it says you can see it. So the stone stairway was like here. You can't really see. Is this that? $165. Can't really. 33. What's this? Milk. Milk. I can buy milk. Let's go. We have milk. So we should be able to see the house from Eva's windows. And now obviously it won't be visible like that.
It's so quiet around now.
Alright, I found out more about our morning visitors. They turned out to be runaways. Can you imagine? The Olgimskis have closed the termitary again, and those who have managed to escape from there are now being hunted. Capella told me all about this. Some of them have run away and some went into hiding somewhere in town, and Capella is worried. Capella and Vlad, the younger, are poles apart. Vlad's primary concern is the interest of the family, so the sister is worried that the brother will kill the runaway. She'd rather have him survive the night and escape into the steppe. In in a hospice in Earth. Well, hospice is just a name, really. What are you what are you planning to visit the place? Then help them escape into the steppe before. Fuck. Uh, hospice. Help escape. Help runaways escape. Hospice. Okay, whatever that
I
is.
had a feeling they would come.
It's on the other side of the guzzle. This ruin is one that's closer to the theater. It looks better from the second floor. They look ancient. Oh, that's an old dream of Stamatins. They are architects, you know. They wanted to overcome the force of gravity. These ruins were kind of an attempt to do so. They were built by Peter Stamatin. Can you imagine? They still live here. Still haven't gone back home to the capital. Who are they? I think I heard the name. Could you please tell me if that's not so long of a story? It will take as long as you want to. Although one can talk about them for hours, where should I start? They're brilliant architects. They've built something famous in the town. The three-storied garden of frozen springs. Yeah, called Hall. I haven't seen it, but they say it's unbelievable. And it was they have built the polyhedron. So Stamatins built. What did they build? Cold Hall and polyhedron. Yeah, the new quarter or special tower they call it. Do you like it? I have no idea. That's the mystery. Everyone says it's impossible.
We sometimes get.
Okay. the windows are closed. There's no way for me to look here, but whatever. So it's across the window, right? It's kind of where they want me to look. Alright, so there's a building here that's unlocked. Alright, we got more potatoes. What the fuck is happening? We children are funny creatures, half human, half something else. Our inner world is off limits to adults. You can't see our real faces just as you can't touch our dreams. which is why we need these scary heads. See how it all works? We're playing here, rehearsing actually. Also looking for something. We need it for the game. Nothing special, just some junk. Yeah, well, it can be fixed now anyway. Alright, I'll tell you. Who knows, perhaps you'll even be... The kids are in danger. We've come here to get schmouters, but someone has already looted the cache. Maybe it was Capella's doing. She's probably disturbed them among her. The little ones are playing Epidemic again. They wanted to get their hands on these damn schmouters. Oh, so very much. So now we need to and pry the schmouters from their hands. See, the common opinion is that schmouters can cure all kinds of ailments and stuff, but in truth they're deadly. An adult will be severely poisoned. They'll be bedridden for a week or two. That's it. All children come to our polyhedron. They'll be safe there. A special tower on the other side of the river. There is no death, no grief, no boredom, no disease there. That is proven for certain. Only dumbheads leave it voluntary, if you ask me. You have to be an absolute thick and heartless creature, lacking any semblance of imagination, to refuse something of the sort. Interesting. Anything else you have for me? Alright, that's fine. How are we supposed to find schmouters now? Do we seriously need to detain every kid in the street? What do we barter with them for? Oh, powders, powders, schmouters. Schmouters are a sanative mixture. They were invented during the first outbreak. The original ones were created by catchfly, but were not good. The disease will pass, but the person would pass away along with it. But then Beaker's brothers made some nice ones. Crowford weren't too shabby, and neither were Flankies. What is the first outbreak? 5 years ago, something really creepy happened in the crude sprawl. People fell sick one after the other, and rapidly too. The whole district got infected in 24 hours, house after house. People would burst into sickness like matches burst into flames, and then like matches they would burn from the inside. I was a little kid back then, only 6. I have frequent already. And then what? And then nothing. There were little to no casualties among children. We were in the tower when it all began, but some kids just had to get out and make themselves busy with the whole outbreak business. Invent schmouters, for example, and it worked. It all went on for several days and then sort of withered all by itself, but the schmouter stayed. Nope, Beaker's brothers have grown up and left. Catchfly and Crowfoot died during the test back then. I mean, this is why schmouters are so valuable. You can't reinvent them. You need to know the ingredients. Every single schmouter that we know of have been stashed away in a safe place here so that no one will poison themselves, but here we are, no schmouters. So what do schmouters do? Okay. So it removes the plague, but it damages health. Oh, I can live with that. Can I go and talk to the lady? you selling? Rifle ammo. I don't need rifle ammo. A lockpick. Yeah, you're not gonna... You're not really helping me. Oh, I can't go like that. Town theater. Like I have to go around now. Okay. So you're playing. Whoever finds another one, you are the hunter, you are the hunted. Whoever finds the opponent first kills them. Does that involve? Of course it does. Beware. Cool. Is there like a run button that I'm just not aware of? No, there's no running. That's fine. Town theater. Bully, bully, bully. Oh, let me just double check something. This game is kind of rough, not gonna lie. Huh, huh. 25. I don't think it's gonna buy me anything of importance. Bole bole ba, bole bole me, bole 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 ba. So the bigger girls seem to be selling bullets. Actually, it just randomized. I thought there was a pattern. Nah, no pattern. Oh, literally just 5. Why are you so expensive? 5 is way too much. How about 3?
They say Ripper was caught. Does he really cut people?
I found one specimen and I'm going to examine it. Give it to me. Let's throw it into the fire. I'll reimburse you for this one. Oh shit! She gave me 1,000 shmoney. Holy fuck. Maybe I shouldn't have thrown it away. God damn. 1,000 shmoney? Potato? Schmeckles? Holy crap. That is a lot of money. I don't even know what these dudes. Fine. I might be getting. I might save some money for food. Okay. So I can go to the all Gromsky, whatever the hell their name is. Alright, if I see food places, I need to get some food, right? Because hunger is slowly setting in, and exhaustion is also kind of there. I don't even know how to treat exhaustion. Town hall, it's useless. Is this food? I think it is. I bought shit from you already. Two. It's 2 p.m. Hey, little girl, you got something for 3? How much? For 2? Huh. I can do 2. So there are 2. There's the Capabella, and then there's this guy. Oh, Vlad.
It's
Ah, Bachelor Dunkovsky, of course. Who else could be so dapper? What? I've heard quite a lot about you. Have you taken a look around? Be sure to check the state of the industry around here. We have our own ways. Come on. It's complicated establishment with 1,000 years of history. A special approach is required to control such colossus. See where I'm getting at, emissary? I can see we're not really seeing eye to eye. The project is special, very special. That means common standards do not apply here. That would be very naive. Yes. He's like he's even like the name Vlad. He's like that guy from the freaking what's it called? Dune. He doesn't like the sun. He's bald, a bit fat. I forgot Baron something. Yes, getting everything back on track won't be an easy task. I'd like to inquire about the fate of my colleague, Isidore Burach. About the manner of his death, to be precise. What are you implying? What is this matter you're talking about? Be so kind as to mind your own manners. I had nothing to do with it. Don't they say Isidore was murdered by Step Demon? A Shabnakadir? There was that thingy, a talon they fished out of from the wound. Why are your eyes so huge? Are you angry at me? It's hard for you to believe, isn't it? It used to be hard for many. Take my boy, for example, a scuffer, if I ever seen one, and now even he believes it's real. He went off his head a bit. You're now in the steep now, esteemed sir, eastern and backwards. The dead rise from their graves here. Clay dummies dance, and bulls talk. Does he know Steve well, the son of yours? I have no idea, I'm not a steep man. These animals are only as interesting to me as they are productive. All is good as long as the plow is pushed. As for how they're quacking amongst themselves, who would seriously take interest in that? Why was I cursed with a son like this? Oh, my sins, my grave sins. Who is your son? He rubs elbows with the rabble, the butchers, Odong shepherds, gatherers, learns their tongue, collects their legends. He doesn't keep them in check at all. They even dare to come visit him within premise of the town. If you see a worm creeping through the streets, he's definitely looking for my son. So a worm was one of the tutorials. Oh, I don't remember which one though. What's wrong with them visiting him within the premises of the town? They're dangerous, they're aggressive, and they hate everyone who isn't a steep person. They'll jump you and kill you on the spot. They'll tear you up with their teeth, devour your flesh while you're still throwing fists at them. So if they're spotted within town, countermeasures are taken. Perhaps you could tell me more about this creature. Hold your horses. You want to talk to my blockhead? No, you have nothing to talk about. He's not here, thankfully. I don't want you two to meet. You heard me? These are tradesmen's words, and I'll stick to them.
Lucky people are bad hands at correcting their faults.
So Vlad is a
Those
bit of
who
a...
get theirs right when fortune backs out their vice or folly.
So Vlad is a bit of an angry person. How do you think Simon... I don't think he was murdered. How could he who craved monocracy not perish? He could, not in this place. Balance required equilibrium. Come on, come now. What I'm saying is when someone takes too much upon themselves, they always end up ground down. That's how life works. Oh shit. This is a tough one. I don't know which one to choose. Simon has lived a very long life. Very long. He was a worthy man. But long doesn't mean eternal, does it? No one is to blame for his death. Examine the body, you'll see for yourself it just happened. Well, that is temporary, a family tradition. He's not lying to you. He truly believes Simon was murdered. Were he to admit that Simon simply died of death, he'd probably go to his last home himself. The shock would be too much for the man. Interesting.
So my Haruspex is the Ripper? Funny.
So what if he did? I am aware that you two talking about. All I know is the why he left. Oh my, pray forgive me. So he wanted to bring me to heel, that traitor, that bastard. Well, what he asked for was for me to stop the factory. How could I not kick him out? What did he tell you? His reasons? The bastard. He reasoned he'd pay a visit to my daughter. He knows full well how to pull my strings. Well, I told her to lock the door, so away he went none the wiser. Oh, the bastard. So he went to Simon. Ah, thank goodness my loafer of a son is hanging out somewhere, or else he could have. Huh, that, my dear respectable friend, is none of your business. My property, like I said, is in order. See the skin, the meat delivery reports. Do you know how hard? No way. It's my domain whether anyone riots or not, and I'll have my way with them.
What?
Damn, should I have kept Schmauters? The older Orgrimsky does his best to avoid. Oh fuck, there's like a whole story here. Was murdered. If is genuine, capable of rational thought, she is more astute. I'm following Isidor's wake. Was well acquainted with each and every family in power, but it was that held leash, rooted in unbreakable familiar loyalty. As Danny mentioned, when I asked him, the honorable stock breeder momentarily lost his temper. I think that the son knows just as much as the father, and it will be easier to get him talking. But where can I find him? Damn. Alright, let's talk to the daughter maybe? Oh, you're like tiny.
The winter comes soon, I hope.
Look at all this. If only my dear mother was alive, she'd take the reins of power in her hands. Even father would listen to her. But who is to take care of us now? Not Katerina. Katerina is who? Katerina is Saburova. Okay. Uh, the mistress is too exhausted. Oh, she's the one that's taking drugs, right? Drugs. So she has pretty bad reputation. You don't know, my mother was Mistress Victoria. I was named after her. Capella? Yep, that checks out. Uh, if only I had gotten her power along with her name, no one would be trying to crawl underground out of fear now. People cling to Simon so much because they've forgotten what true protection is like. Katerina is scared like a child herself, and I also think she's being tricked. Yes, her prophecies come true just like it always been, but they're becoming more and more noisy. Every word she utters comes across as a metaphor. Ah, I see. Too bad I didn't know your mother. She sees the vague features, and she always speaks the truth. just like a true mistress ought to.
Yes?
Oh, sorry I have bothered you.
The children no longer remember me. Guests are all.
Okay. You are of no use. Oh, who can I talk to? I can talk to Anna, or I can talk to a runaway. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop at this point. This is gonna be a long ass game. I can already feel it. There's a lot of text, and the truth and lies are all interconnected and convoluted as hell. It's insane. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save and I'm just gonna stop. Damn, this game is insane. It's like it makes you think like really hard. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna stop at this point. Thank you all for coming out. As always, it's a pleasure. Bye.